Welcome to Seasons of Skyrend, a custom 5th edition D&D adventure that focuses on the stories of our characters as they explore the world around them. I am your host and DM, Scott.
Hi, my name is Shannon. I play Arannis Grey, or Grey the Great, to my fans. I am a half-elf bard.
Hi, my name is Chris. I play Vale the Changeling Rogue, sometimes known as Kara Frostfall or Lord Carver Golddagger III.
Hi, my name is Nate. I play Darvin Grimm, the Human Monk.
Thank you for joining us. Please enjoy this chapter in Seasons of Skyrend. Thank you for joining us for our inaugural trilogy. These first 3 chapters serve as an introduction to our characters. They are best thought of as a supplemental to the main story, which begins with Chapter 4. In these first 3 chapters, each player answers some fairly basic questions regarding their character's background. We set this up so that everyone could have a basic understanding of the characters before jumping into the action. As part of the survey, each player also describes a smaller quest they performed that involved another player before the start of the story. That is to say, they describe how they thought it went. Each character introduction ends with us playing out that impromptu quest to discover what really happened. As a bit of a warning, I will tell you that all 3 chapters were recorded in a single sitting, and during this time we had the name of an alter ego change from Arwen to Kara. Those names are used interchangeably in these episodes, and I apologize for any confusion, but don't worry, the names are all settled starting at Chapter 4. With that out of the way, I welcome you to our story. Alright, Shannon.
Yes.
Let's get an introduction to your character.
Let's do.
So,
I love this guy.
please, who are you first?
Well, my name is Arannis Grey, or, as I am known when I'm performing, Grey the Great.
I love it. So that would make you a bard then?
Yes.
Good.
I am a half-elf bard, raised by my human father. Hence the last name Grey.
Okay. So, alright, you've been staying in the city for a while now. How long have you been here, and what do you do?
I have sort of been here since I attended, we'll call it the local Bard College.
Okay, and when was that? How long ago was that?
That was, let's see, how
Is
old
it a
am
4-year
I?
institution? 2-year?
I would
You get a
assume,
certificate?
I would assume 2 or 3, like not a full, it's not a well-rounded education. Otherwise I'd have more intelligence.
Aww.
Oh, want.
Alright.
We'll say it was like 6 or 7 years ago.
Oh.
So it's been
a long time.
a while. Well, but I haven't been in the city all that time.
But you first moved here 6-7 years ago.
Yeah. To do my Bard College thing, and then once I was finished, I got hooked up at the local tavern. I'm not there permanently. Like, I go off and travel and do things around, and then I come back, and I'm at the tavern for a little while, and then I go off again.
Yeah, that's fine. Mostly in town, are you performing for money, or do you have some other job that you do?
I perform for money at the local tavern.
Alright. Who is your closest acquaintance here in Karami?
My closest acquaintance is, in fact, the same dude as Vale's closest acquaintance.
Or as you would know her, Arwen?
Arwen, yes. So my closest acquaintance is the tavern owner where I work. Because
this guy's gonna need a name. Or gal.
Poor guy. Yeah, that's why I said they in mine.
I assume it's a dude. I attended Bard College with him, but he dropped out and bought a bar.
Oh, I love it. He's a bard dropout tavern owner.
Yes. He dropped out and bought a bar, and that's why I always kind of have a spot at the tavern.
Well, it's a good thing, because otherwise you'd be barred from the Bard Bar.
Oh, I love it. I love it too much.
You're welcome, Scott.
Thank
I
you.
was so excited when I came up with that idea. I was like, yes, this is amazing.
Okay, someone here in the city considers you an enemy.
Okay.
Who are they, and why?
So, like I said, I'm not always in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
I go off and I travel and then I come back, but because the bar owner and I are such good friends, I always have a spot at the bar. So when I'm not there, there's a substitute bard that comes in and plays. and they hate the fact that I keep coming back and they keep losing their job. I have no idea that they don't like me.
That's awesome.
There's just someone you could bump into on the street that would be like, I hate you, and try to stab you in the neck, and you'd be like, why are you stabbing me in the neck?
I'd be like, why are you angry at me? I don't even know
What
who you are.
instrument do they play? Or how is it they perform in a bardic manner? They're a storyteller or a singer, musician.
They juggle.
Oh, no wonder they keep getting fired.
They juggle and they do some, like, acrobatic-y type things.
Okay.
But some balance stuff. Because you can't really do flips and stuff in a bar, right? So.
A juggler and a tumbler. What a clown.
Right?
Within the past year, someone important to you in the city has died. Who were they, and what do you know about the circumstances?
My primary teacher / mentor at Bard College, whose name I also didn't come up with, recently passed away. He was really old.
Okay, just natural causes.
Yep, natural causes, nothing suspicious about it. He was a really old dude, and he died.
Died of old.
Died of old. Yes.
Got it. Before he passed, were the two of you on good terms?
Yes. Yeah, we were quite close.
Good to know. Please have close connections so they can be used to hurt you.
Well, he's already dead, so...
His memory lives on, right?
That's true.
He's probably a really good bard.
He was. He was an excellent bard.
What did he do? What was his skill of note?
He was an actor.
Oh, alright. So, at what are you most skilled?
I can make friends with anyone. You know those people that will become best friends with people in line at the grocery store?
Mm-hmm.
That is me. I'm that guy. That if I talk to somebody for 5 minutes, we will be best friends.
Okay. You're really good at making friends. That's
Yes.
perfectly alright. So then, what are you least skilled at?
I am least skilled at what I call maintaining lasting, intimate relationships. And I don't mean like in a sexual way. I just mean like maintaining long-term, like close friendships. Like people that I know a lot about, they know a lot about me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wander around too much.
So you don't mean in a sexual way, but you don't mean not in a sexual way.
Right. Well, I mean like both.
Mhm.
Right. I'm talking about like
Got it.
close friends, but also like
There's no one Arannis can go to really open up to.
right,
Especially now that your mentor's dead.
right. And I like the bar owner, but
No?
I mean like we're friends, but I'm not gonna spill all my like deepest stuff to the guy.
Alright.
He's a bartender. He talks to people for a living,
Sure does. Sure does. Alright.
and so do I.
So what's Arannis's favorite way to unwind, and how do others view this?
After I'm done playing for the evening, I like to shut down the bar. So I like to drink with the customers until we have to kick everybody out. And because I'm so good at making friends, the bar owner, name yet to be determined, loves me. Because people stay and continue buying drinks on drinks on drinks until last call.
Okay. The bartender loves it.
Yes.
Do all of the patrons like it too?
At the time, yes. The next day, sometimes no.
Nice. Bartender loves it. Patrons. Depends on how good they are with a hangover. Let's see. I want to give this guy a name now. We're settled on him being a male?
Yeah,
Okay.
I say so. Vale over there doesn't care.
Ooh. How do you feel about Tobard?
Sounds great.
What do you fear the most?
Dying alone.
Oh, gotta make this just such a downer.
The irony was too good.
Can't maintain lasting relationships, but fears dying alone.
Yep. The irony was too good not to do that.
Oh, it is a good one.
Okay. How old are you?
35.
Okay, so death is a while away.
Yes.
If you live out a full natural
Yes.
life.
I am slightly past what is considered like adulthood, meaning like I have obtained adulthood plus a few years, but I'm not close to death. So,
You've got some time.
oh yeah.
So, who or what will you always make time for? It has to be somebody,
I
something
did.
that exists still.
So I will always make time for, we'll call them my mentors, right? Because so I had, like, it used to be primarily my, like, the dude that's now dead, but I will kind of always make time for the other people that taught me my craft.
Do you ever go visit your mentor's grave?
Occasionally.
Do you worship a god? If so, which one?
I was brought up worshipping the human god.
Human god, once again, being Adaris.
But I don't so much anymore.
So Adaris, but not really.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. You ever go to church?
Nope. No, sir.
Also fine. Much like Vale worked with you to take down a protection racket, you worked with someone else here to complete a task or job for somebody else. What did you do? Who was this with? What was the fallout?
Oh, I pick a different one?
Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
No, sorry, no sharing there.
Oh, poo.
It could still be with him, with her,
That's fine.
with Vale, but it has to be a separate thing where they came to you first. This was like your task, and they were helping out.
Oh, dang. I don't know. Dang it.
Did you perform for somebody of note?
Go for it.
Did.
Okay.
The local nobles held a party.
All right.
And
Who was there? You've got two choices here.
his parents.
Well, he would have had to been there too.
Oh, you had to
he
be
has
there.
to be there. He was helping out in some way.
It's
that
very
would've been-
likely I would have been there.
That would have been before I got there. Okay, so here's what happened. The local nobles held a party. And they needed a bard.
All right.
And
I
this
like
guy
it.
came to me, and he said, I hear you're the best. And I
Wow.
said, well, great's in my name.
He has spent a lot of time in a monastery, to be fair, so no counting for taste.
Oh, what was he worried about that he wanted me
Me?
to diffuse?
Is there some sort of tension among the nobles? Is there a relationship that needs to be kept hush-hush? Was there a distraction that was needed?
Probably not a distraction, but there would definitely be some hurt feelings over various business dealings. So it might have been a just try and make sure everything stays peaceful.
Got
Okay.
it. He wanted me there to say, diffuse tension.
Yeah.
We'll call it that. Which is one of the things that I'm pretty good at.
My family's kind of shady business-wise, so they probably have some business associates that are not too happy with them. So they would have wanted to be sure that, things went super smooth.
Okay. Question for you then, Master Darvin. How did you pair?
Like in what currency, or where'd it come from?
It could be currency, a favor, goods. If it came from somewhere special or hush-hush, that's also cool to know. Like, did you just give her a sack full of money or promises?
It would have come from my
New
parents.
coat?
It would have come from my parents.
Okay.
So I would have arranged payment probably in money unless he asked for something else.
Okay. No, that's fine. No, it's up to you. You're the one doing the hiring. And
Sweet.
you also have a much higher station than her, so you could just say, no, take this. It's what we're paying you. You didn't want a free cat? Too bad.
That's probably what it was. They probably offered you a small sum of money.
That's fair.
I'd take it. I live above a bar.
Okay, how did that work out? What was the fallout of this situation? Did you diffuse the tension, or did it go poorly?
I will say I felt like I diffused the tension.
All right, Nate, Darvin, you were there. Did it work out? Was it a good party? Or are there some people who are upset with each other or with your family?
It was mostly okay.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't perfect, but it was mostly okay. There are some people who are a little upset by it.
So solid B- performance.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Sorry.
Some of our songs were a little lewd and it pissed off some of our,
It will be some of his songs.
His.
Right, sorry. Some of his songs were a little lewd. And it may have offended some of our more offendable business relationships.
Sorry, bro.
That's all right. Oh, I forgot to ask, since you are a bard, what instrument are you playing?
A lute.
You do play the lute.
I play the lute. Felt classically bardy.
That means if you kill another bard, you can loot a new loot.
If they play the lute.
Where does your lute come from?
Oh, yeah.
My dad gave it to me.
Oh.
Was your dad a bard?
Maybe
No.
he was a luthier.
Was it just a present to celebrate you going into school?
Or he was a bard sort of. Meaning he was a musician,
Okay.
but he wasn't quite bard level. But he saw something in me so he handed down.
So he's that guy who goes out and plays on his porch every now and again, but you were way better at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I surpassed him in skill. He handed down the loot to me and sent me off to Bard College.
That's very nice. I hope he stays alive and well forever.
Not how much better you were then.
I'm sure he won't. Knowing you.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He's the human one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No reason.
I hate you.
Alright, I think that's it, unless there's any last details about your character you want to share right now.
I don't think so.
Okay. Alrighty. We have the nobles party between Arannis and Master Darvin. This was Aranis's little side job from the past. Master Darvin, you said your parents put this party together, yes?
Yes.
Alright. Both of them?
No, the dad and stepmom.
Oh, that's right. Mom's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, stepmom. Aranis. It's a rather slow night at the Bard's Rest. And a messenger shows up, and he has a small little letter. And he hands it to you, and inside is an invitation to the residence of Master Grimm, or Lord Grimm, we'll say. Good old Darvin's daddy. A request to join him for an offer of employment.
When does it say I should go?
See him during the day sometime tomorrow. So you're able to finish up your set tonight, get yourself however presentable you want to go meet Lord Grimm. Do you get any extra fancily dressed or anything? What do you wear to go to his house?
Well, if it's for an offer of employment, I probably put on almost the same thing I would wear at the bar, one of my kind of performing costumes, right?
Okay.
So he knows what he's getting.
Sure. You're in a nice outfit. And you have to go to the east side of town, so through the Stone Pass, where there are guards and wagons going about, until you get to Lord Grimm's manor. You are escorted in. He is in his study, behind some books, and the servant announces you, and he welcomes. Yes, come in. I heard you've been making a name for yourself down on the West End.
Well, I do what I can, sir.
How would you like to earn some respectable money?
Not meaning to cause offense, of course, but it would depend on the job.
Oh, yes, of course. I wish to hire you for your talents as a musician.
Okay. In which case, then, of course, sir.
You're going to be having a little, a soiree here in a few evenings. And let's just say I would like everybody to have a good time.
Okay.
Do you think you could provide that?
That's usually something I aspire to, so, yes. I can do my best, of course.
Very well. You know, my son is visiting. Work with him. He calls you in, Darvin. Darvin, there's somebody I would like you to meet. This is, I do apologize, Arannis? Arannis. My apologies.
It's okay.
He will be performing for us at the soiree. Please fill him in on the particulars, which you know to be keeping peace between two families that will be at this party. There will be Lord Cifuentes and Lady Marimore. They do not like each other one bit, but it is important to your father that they remain on good terms while at this party.
Lord Syphilis and Lady...
Ooh, boy. Lord Cifuentes.
Cifuentes, got it.
And Lady Marimore.
Marymore. Can I clarify something real quick?
Yes.
Because I feel like I left this kind of blank, but I think I figured it out. So, like, most of the time, I'm at the monastery, right? But when deemed safe, I make appearances at family things, occasionally, and meet with my parents occasionally.
Yeah, we will say this is an occasion where he notified you in advance there was to be an event
and that it was
at the manor. It was safe, and he needed you there.
Okay, cool.
Probably to handle this situation. He doesn't deal directly with contractors, aside from, hiring them and paying them. The details are up to other people. And he would like you to take care of this.
Okay, got it.
So he can stay busy counting his money, or whatever the hell your dad does. You will be paid at the conclusion of your services. Do wear something nice.
What did you have in mind? Normally...
something more formal.
I will see what I can put together, sir.
Excellent.
It's not in my repertoire. Okay. Good, I'm going to have to spend money to make money. Perfect. That's just what I want to do.
Master Darvin, you know that these two families don't really care for each other.
Yes.
Some bad business blood that went down.
Right.
Years ago. But if all goes well, it will mean money for your dad and your family as a whole. And they do have a tendency to drink.
These people?
This whole party that he's having, all together. So it's up to the two of you to figure out how you're going to keep them happy.
You're the minstrel. How do you keep people happy?
I see we need a little clarification. First of all, I'm not a minstrel. I'm a bard. There's a difference.
What's the difference?
Well, minstrels are just straight entertainers. Bards can use their music for magic purposes. Requires a little more training, a little more skill.
Wow, how very specialized.
Yeah. Anyway, normally I keep people happy by I play, I have people join in on songs, I talk to them, I start up conversations, and just work the room, shall we say. If you have other more specific direction for these particular people, that could potentially be helpful. Topics to avoid, topics to land on, that's useful, so I don't accidentally put my foot in my mouth.
That's a good plan.
Because these, as you can probably, I guess, tell from my attire, because your father certainly could, these are not particularly my people, if
Really?
that makes sense.
I would not have guessed. But I don't doubt your qualifications for the job.
Already.
As far as suggestions, raise a lot of toasts. We want to keep that alcohol flowing.
Okay, toast to anything in particular, to business, to your family, to...
To my family, to this town, to, any local politicians. We can, just whatever you can think of. Anything that'll make people drink.
Alright.
Avoid talking about politics and money.
But raise toast to politicians.
Yes, without being political.
So, I could raise a toast to the mayor, for example.
Right, and no one will question it. You're just being a loyal citizen.
Got it. Okay.
Don't talk about his backroom dealings because people have mixed feelings on that.
Well, I'm not likely to make a toast to backroom dealings.
Agreed.
I mean, as the night goes on, probably the toast will tend toward to drinking.
That's really a safe middle ground. I think that's good.
Is there anything the two of you wish to prepare before the party begins?
Well, let me ask you this. My attire isn't, I suppose, what your father would consider suitable. Now, for a bard, I have a decent amount of money, but I'm not sure what he's looking for as far as attire and whether or not I can afford it. As he thinks in his head, I am so much better than you.
Master Darwin, do you have any ideas?
Could we assume my family has a, preferred tailor or something?
Yes.
So I could just be like, alright.
Do you wish to hire a tailor to make him a fancy outfit?
Yeah, just have him, I'll make the arrangements, go see this tailor.
Do you wish to pay for it yourself?
Yeah, he's gonna take it out of my personal account.
Okay. Do you have any money? Personal money?
Actually, no. So
Yeah,
never mind, let's
he
try it
has
to the parents.
25 gold.
Yeah, I have 25 gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll
You
take
can
it
cover the cost of this.
Alright, cool.
It's going to be a rush job. So there'll be a premium. Do you want to go with him to the tailor?
I don't know if I can help it. But, I have to get him there, and I have to tell the tailor the deal. I guess it's easier if I just go.
So the two of you go to a lovely tailor's shop in East Karami. It was very cozy. There is some incense burning when you walk in. It smells lovely. And there is a lady there. She introduces herself as Detra.
Nice.
Detra the tailor. Have you been here before in person?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know her.
She recognizes you. Master Grimm, come on in. What can I do for you today?
This is my new friend from the other side of town.
Yes, I can see. Sorry if you're outside of your pocketbook here, Arannis.
My father
So regretting taking this job.
has hired him to play at our upcoming family party.
A little bit of that folksy music, I understand.
Sure, whatever. And
I'm rolling my eyes in my head. You can't see it.
Okay.
we just
Internal eye roll.
need him to look, presentable.
What about for yourself? Would you like something new?
No, I'm good.
Okay. As she starts taking your measurements and everything, is there a particular color that he should be dressed in? She asks you, Darvin.
Crap.
She assumes it's your party, so you would know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is there a particular color, like, in your family crest or anything?
Yeah, like blue.
Okay, I can work with blues. Get you something, Are you tan at all, Arannis?
I wouldn't say I'm, like, super white just because of all the travel, right?
You see what little sun there is, you see more of it than most.
Yeah.
Okay.
See a little bit of sun.
Get a nice, rich blue on you. Maybe some gold sash. I'll make you look presentable.
Sure you will.
Detra the tailor is fitting you up in some lovely blue clothes. Would you say Arannis is a fit man?
Yeah, pretty fit.
Get some good snug pants. A little bit of poofy in the shoulders, though.
The eyebrows.
What?
She gave me the eyebrows.
See, I'm a bard, so I can wear pants that are this type.
I wouldn't say, like, skinny jeans, but...
No, I know. We're not at Russell Brand levels. I get it.
No. But as far as Darvin over here can tell, yes, you are looking appropriate for a richer circle.
Good.
You might find it a bit much. A little bit gaudy, perhaps, but it's what's in this season. Yeah, that'll be, well, just for one of you. Rush service. Detra tells you that'll be 1 gold.
Done.
Is there anything else you'd like to do to prepare for the party?
I don't think so.
Nope.
I already feel marginally to very uncomfortable, so I'd say we're doing well.
Okay. So it is the night of the party. There are many, many guests showing up, all looking very fancy, very new clothes. Definitely not, like, the good kind of fancy. It's more new money fancy.
Ooh.
But it is time to get things going. Master Darvin, it is your job to introduce the entertainment and make sure things go well.
Isn't like I actually have to introduce him?
Or arrange for people to know that, hey, we're having music played. You can do it yourself, or you can just make, like, the butler do it.
Yeah, I'll make the butler do it.
You're gonna make Alfred do it?
Yeah. Alfred, introduce this minstrel, please.
He says minstrel again.
Okay, so, again, not a minstrel. I am a bard. There's a difference. We've been over this.
For the last time, sir, it's Frederick, not Alfred.
It's
Yes, Freddie.
Which name do you tell him to announce you as?
I can tell him to announce me as Grey the Great, of course. It's my stage name.
Okay, just making sure.
Very tasteful stage name.
It's very humble.
The bard being humble is not in the repertoire.
He grabs a glass filled with some sort of fancy wine, taps on it. Ding, 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 ding. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may, please welcome our distinguished artistic guest, Grey the Great. And there are polite claps.
Perfect. Thank you.
As you've got the attention of the room.
Frederick, lovely job. May I borrow that glass from you? I'll give it right.
Indeed, sir.
Thank you, Frederick. First, I would like to raise a glass to our lovely host for this evening, Lord Grimm. Can I see him out there?
Yes, he's
somewhere?
there. Yes.
Lord Grimm. Everybody, please raise a toast with me, and we will get this party started. To Lord Grimm.
Give me a perception check real quick.
Probably hates me already.
No. You give me a perception check too.
Oh,
there,
I got
Darvin.
a 9.
Master Darvin.
20.
Oh, damn, he did better than me.
You can tell that the new Lady Grimm did not appreciate being left out of that toast. She took that as a slight on her part.
Didn't necessarily do that, but I had no contact with her, and so...
Well, that's fine, but
It's okay, you
like our good Master Darvin said, she's the new stepmom, and she is much younger. So she is probably demanding more respect than is actually due her.
Oh. You didn't tell me that.
And you just earned some rapport from me. I probably won't call you a minstrel again for a while.
Oh, I didn't realize that was on purpose.
I didn't even do it
What was?
on purpose.
You calling her minstrel.
Oh, yeah.
Him, minstrel.
Yeah, totally.
Him. People start drinking and roll performance as you play in the background.
Oh, good. Well, I used all my good rolls on the other mission. I got an 8. This is starting really well.
It is
I apologize.
clear Arannis should have tuned his lute before the performance.
Spit in the hole.
Currently walking around town and going to the tailor. You know, something got twanged where it shouldn't have been. And it's just off key. And people are trying to make polite conversation, but it's not settling the party down. And at this point, you can see Lord Cifuentes and Lady Marimore have met up in the party. They both have a drink in their hand. And what begins as polite conversation, and just the basic pleasantries, quickly turns to business, and then turns to how Lord Cifuentes totally screwed her over on some handshake agreement. And things are not going so well between the two of them. What either of you like to do?
I'm going to step in and see if I can, diffuse them / redirect their attentions elsewhere.
Sure. How would you like to do this?
Probably by telling Mr. Syphilis that my...
Don't call him that.
If you want to call him Lord Syphilis to his face, you may.
I just can't remember.
Cifuentes.
I'll tell Lord Cifuentes that my father requests an audience with him.
Okay, roll persuasion.
16.
Lord Cifuentes, you can tell, is in a heated argument now with Lady Marimore. She's ready to step back. Like, she wants time to collect her thoughts and have a good time. He would rather kind of hash this out now. He is accusing her of being the one to back out on a deal by not providing the goods as promised. And he doesn't want to leave until she apologizes to him.
Dang, he's pissed off.
It's not so much that he's pissed, it's just, rich people get slighted and they think they own the world.
At this point, can I say that my song has ended?
Yes.
My terrible, terrible first song. And I'm just going to sort of address the room to whoever may be listening. I don't expect in large parties for everyone to listen to the entertainment all the time.
Oh, yeah. People are about, they're having hors d'oeuvres, there's a little bit of dancing going on.
I end. Nobody claps, of course, because it's terrible.
Yeah, that's a bad song.
And I say, well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we can all agree that my first tune was perhaps not a big success. We shall hope for better success after I've taken a slight moment to tune my lute. So please, everybody, raise a glass with me to poorly tuned instruments.
Please roll persuasion.
Oh god, this is
I'm gonna roll for the audience.
This whole thing is gonna end so poorly for me, and I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna have so much fun doing it. 24.
Okay.
Thank God.
Rich and poor alike can agree that musicians screw up and take comfort in looking down on those musicians.
I'll take it, man.
If you want to make yourself the butt of a joke, they're willing to laugh at you.
Good. That was kind of the point.
So they all drink, including Lord Cifuentes and Lady Marimore. He's starting to get tipsy. So she. Do you play another song?
Yes.
Alright. What type of song are you playing?
After I take a moment to tune, can I have a bonus for tuning? I'm just kidding.
No?
Aw, come on.
You got a crowd perk already. You don't need an instrument buff.
All right. You're probably right. Yes, I play another tune and attempt to make it better than all else. Ah, that is better. That's a 16.
Alright, what kind of song is this one? We got a fast song,
This
slow
one,
song?
since we've done a couple of toasts, so it's a little more upbeat. Try to get people to dance a little, maybe.
Okay.
Not that they're really going to dance at a fancy cocktail party, but just get them tapping their feet a little bit. Maybe bobbing a head.
I mean, there's clearly already an older couple who's dancing this very outdated, like, formal dance.
I love
with,
it.
like, prescribed steps.
I love it.
It went out of fashion a long time ago.
I don't care.
But it is what they know. Like, no, this is a party and there's music, this is what we dance. Master Darvin. Lady Marimore is more than willing to let you take this man away from her. But he does not want to leave. What do you do?
Let's his name again?
Lord Cifuentes.
Si Cifuentes.
Lord Cifuentes. Again, my father would like the honor of your audience with him.
To what end?
He did
Young
not
man.
say.
Well, give me reason, and I will go see him. Until then, I have pressing business with the lady.
The reason is that you would not want to anger my father.
Ooh, social intimidation. I like it. Roll intimidation. Yes.
That's pretty good. You won't like him when he's
Fuck, I got a 5.
He rolled a 2. It turns out that his business has secretly been doing poorly, and he's kind of reliant upon your father and some other people to keep him in good graces, lest he be tossed to the west end of town. So he will go with you
Nice.
to go see your father. You have brought Lord Cifuentes to Lord Grimm. What do you do?
Father,
Yes, son.
you asked me to fetch you Lord Cifuentes.
Did I? Oh,
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna roll real quick.
I'm giving him like a wink too to help him out.
Okay.
Because he has to know that there was some...
Yeah. I'm just gonna see real quick which way that goes. Yes, thank you. How's the party going? He's kind of like off in an alcove entertaining a couple high-profile guests.
Peaceful. That minstrel was a... good choice, I guess.
Oh my god. I hate my life right now. Not a minstrel.
He takes
No, you're not.
Lord Cifuentes into another room, which is like an art collection room. There's like some old statues and paintings in here, and your dad just starts like going over the history of them and how he bought them. All hoity-toity bullshit. You don't have to be there if you don't want to,
Yeah,
but you can stay around if you want.
No, I'm getting out of there.
Okay, back to the party.
Back to the party.
All right. When you return, Lady Marymore thanks you for relieving her of that brutish presence.
Of course.
Tell me, what did your father want with him?
Oh, I don't know. Some business matter. These things are over my head, you know.
So he's going into business with Lord Cifuentes then?
I have no idea.
You know, if he's looking for partners, I would be more than happy to assist your father.
In what way?
In any way he might need. I'm a valuable partner in business.
Well, maybe I'll tell him that.
Okay. Arannis, you've finished playing a very good set this time. It's an hour or two more into the night. Things are going fairly well. At this point, Lord Cifuentes and Lady Marymore are just kind of talking in separate groups. She approaches him, asking about the business arrangement that he made with your father. He, of course, insists that there's no such arrangement to be made. He was merely showing me artwork. She starts accusing him of backdoor trading, secrecy, all sorts of things just to kind of like oust her, or to like for the Lord to put himself in a higher position than he deserves. Things are getting tense. What do you guys do?
You say I'm coming to the end of a
Set.
I'm trying to think of what I can toast next. Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't had a chance to thank you all for letting me play for you this evening. So far, it has been an honor, and I think we can all agree, a lovely party. Soiree. I apologize. A soiree. Lovely soiree. I feel I was remiss earlier in not thanking one of my gracious hosts this evening. So please join me in raising a glass to Lady, right?
Yes.
To Lady Grimm, everyone. A toast. To Lady Grimm.
She walks up to the stage to join you.
Oh, hello.
She has a drink in her hand. She is dressed in very nice clothing. She has had too much to drink tonight.
Oh dear. Well, I made a mistake.
That's alright. Everybody makes mistakes. Thank you so much, Gray. It is wonderful to have you here. Let's have a song. Do you know The Giant in the Hills?
Giant in the Hills. Is this a common tune? Or is
Yes.
Yeah.
She would like to sing along with you.
Lady, I in fact do know that song. Would you care to grab your husband and have a dance to it?
No, you play, I'll sing.
Oh, I didn't realize you were a skilled bard yourself. Are you a good singer?
Oh no.
Of course, she says.
Lady, would you mind terribly? It's hard for me to play and not sing. Would you mind terribly if I sang along with you?
Fine, you can do the rounds. I will take the lead.
Okay, we'll see how it goes, shall we? This is a huge mistake. I'm so excited right now.
Please roll me a performance for this duet you are doing now.
This character is
With
already
the drunk
best thing
old lady
ever.
Grimm. She is performing with disadvantage right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Because she's drunk.
Good
Let her
God.
drink. Oh.
I crit.
Wow! She rolled a pair of 18s.
Oh, thank
Wow.
God.
She's better when she's drunk.
It is, in fact, a lovely duet.
Awesome.
She has a great voice and keeps right in rhythm the whole time. Everybody applauds.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to get kicked out of this party.
What is it they say? Plan for success but hope for failure? Right? Something like that. Ah, dang it. Okay, yeah. It's a very lovely song. When it's done, she thanks you for your time. No, this is not that kind of party. You would not have a tip jar out.
No.
I was going to say she tips you, but no.
I,
not at this thing.
And I...
But she does give you a hug, and she does sing wonderfully when she's drunk. And she removes herself down into the audience after the song, and she bows profusely.
As she is making her way back into the crowd, I say, ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for the enchanting Lady Grimm.
Master Darvin, you find yourself with
Character tickles me.
Lord Cifuentes and Lady Marimore. They are both very impressed at your stepmom's singing ability.
As am I.
And they ask you, did you know she was such a talent?
I had no idea.
You must
First
be
I've heard of it.
You must be so proud to have a talented mother.
She's not my mother.
Did you say
Did you
that?
say that?
Oh, Darvin. Oh, good old Master Graham.
Foot and mouth disease.
Lord
Look at my tushy.
Cifuentes just gives you, like, a knowing grin and an elbow. But Lady Marimore's just... What? How could you not be... What? She is your family. She has married your father in due accordance with the law. She is, by right, your mother, and she's owed every respect.
Well, I suppose you're right. It is good to know that she's at least good for something.
Oh.
Lord Cifuentes chuckles under his breath momentarily. Unfortunately, Lady Marimore can hear this and see this. Good sirs, you should take that back and go apologize to the good Lady Grimm.
Okay. Take it back. I promise I will go apologize to her. Oh wait, I don't say I promise.
Okay then, she takes you by the arm and starts walking over towards your mother, your stepmother.
Hey, did you want to go see my dad?
Oh?
You said you might have some business offerings for him. I'm sure he would gladly hear you out.
I would demand a private meeting.
I can arrange that.
Do you legit plan to do this?
Yeah.
Okay, roll persuasion. You're certainly throwing out a very tasty line for her.
17.
Yes, she's willing to do this thing. So your father is out on a balcony. There's like a half moon out tonight. Lots of stars. And he is enjoying a nice, like, dessert wine in his own thoughts. Darvin. Wasn't expecting to see you out here. What? Something I can do. Is everything going alright in the party?
Yeah. Party's great. I brought you Lady Marimore. She wanted to discuss some things with you.
He kind of turns to the side and whispers to you, Is everything going alright with her and Cifuentes?
So far. I whisper that back. So far.
That's fine. You're able to have a whispered talk here real quick. So she can be trusted right now. Those two aren't fighting, right?
Well, they're trying to, but I keep separating them.
So he's trying to find out if you think she's going to try to sabotage him. Cifuentes.
Oh.
Like, is she here for legitimate business, or is this more of an underhanded deal, do you think?
I see. I don't trust her. I think she's probably up to something. But
Alright.
if we could keep her distracted.
He thanks you and dismisses you back into the party. Arannis, you've got time for one more song. If you wish to dazzle the crowd.
I certainly wish to try, because why the hell not? It's not going to get better than that crit, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, that bought you the whole rest of the evening right there.
It's not terrible. It's not great either, but it's a 12.
Okay. You play more than well enough for this crowd. And as you're finishing up your last song, both of you can notice Lady Marimore come back in. And give me an insight check.
Oh, okay.
She has, like, the biggest self-satisfied grin on her face ever.
Whoa. That's not how I expected that to go.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, the rest of the party seems to go very well. Thanks to an outstanding duet between Arannis and Lady Grimm. Before she gets too drunk to socialize, she promises she will invite you back someday for another soiree.
I'm not buying you more clothes. Take care of those.
Oh, she gets to keep those clothes? Or he gets to keep those clothes?
I'm gonna wear them.
Oh, okay.
I
And
can pull off the tight pants. That's really what it is.
No one can pull off tight pants.
them tight pants.
They're hard to get off.
So you managed to have a nice party where things did not get out of hand too much. And maybe some dealings happened between your dad and those two rich folk.
And everyone remembers that amazing first song.
Man, that lute player, once he tuned his lute, he was on fire.
Okay.
Shut up.
Any last things you'd like to do before the party ends? Went well.
Get
No.
paid.
Just
That's pretty much
I don't like parties.
as you're wrapping up, Frederick approaches you with a small purse of coin.
Thank you, Frederick.
It was a pleasure, sir. Do hope to see you again someday.
We shall see, Frederick.
Alright, and he hands you a little coin purse.
Thank you.
Did you take?
Again. He goes, oh yeah, I'm going to take it.
Alright, cool. You go away and you've got 5 silver. This is paid very well.
I'd like to think the the Grimms would pay well.
Darvin, your dad thanks you for making sure Arannis was there and handling any potential situations.
Yes, Father.
Back to the monastery with you then.
Yes, Father.
When do you think you'll be back?
Ooh, as soon as I possibly can, I'm sure.
Okay. And we have a nice little party there. And with that, we'll bring this chapter to a close. But the story will always continue. Podcast art created by Vanessa Blockland. You can find more of her art on Facebook or at vanessablockland.com. Blockland spelled Blokland. Podcast music by Daryl Dibber Reconos. You can find more of his music at dibber.mo or at soundcloud.com/dibbermusic. Dibber spelled Dibur. Thank you for listening to this chapter in Seasons of Skyrend. If you like what you heard, please rate and review us on your podcast platform of choice. If you want to reach out to us personally, you can find us on Twitter at Skyrend Podcast or email us at skyrendpodcast@gmail.com. We are also on Facebook, where you can like and follow us or just chat with some awesome people. Thank you again for joining us. We'll see you next time.